Hello, people of YouTube. I have a lot of mail to open. We have to do this together. We're going to get through it, guys. We're going to get through this. How is it going, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I didn't get to this on a Monday for a Monday mail call, but we're doing a Tuesday mail call. All right, we're going to do a Tuesday mail call. Let's see if we get anyone in the room. Otherwise, you guys are going to watch on the replay. Are we going to do it very Gary style and just do scissors today? Or do I have my handy box cutter around? I think we got one viewer. Let's get started without my box cutter just to get rolling here. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. As you can see, I let my mail pile up a little bit. I did not, I've not been on top of it, so to speak. So this first package is from Nick in North Carolina. Nick in North Carolina. Let's see what we got. I will also show you, I had a CGC unboxing I'm going to publish as a separate video. I already opened it up, and it turned out it was not any of my own books. It was different customers' books who I submitted for them to a Peach Momoko signing. So their books did come back. The ones that were not graded, or rather were not pressed by CCS, that did not require a press, those 4 books did come back. I will show those off a little bit later too. A few nice gold label Momokos. Welcome folks in the room. Say what's up in the chat so I know who you are. If you're following me here from Instagram, welcome. I also have some announcements this hour regarding the Clone Wars 1 variant that I will be selling this week. I decided I'm going to do it with my regular auction on Thursday, so I'm going to be saving it. I'm saving it for the big show on Thursday, auction number 51. So stay tuned for that. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday evening. So this first package looks like a single comic. No idea what it is. Got some kind of masking tape going on here. Hey, Grant. What's going on? Thanks for following me over here. Okay, carefully trying to extricate this first book from its packaging. Really wish I had my blade here. I left it in the other room, of course. I'm afraid if I go looking for it, I'll never find it. It'll just be dead air time. So we're going to make do with what we got. Oh, but I do have my X-Acto knife. I might get that out. Okay. Let's see what we got, guys. Let's get out the X-Acto because this tape is too cumbersome. Usually if it's a single book, it usually means it's something good because I don't tend to buy single books online. Usually I buy more bulk stuff. And if it's a single book, it's usually something cool. Oh, cool. It's something cool. This is a book that I was that I've been hunting, or rather just buying up. Been buying up this book. Someone posted on Instagram. You know when you see a post from somebody and it just makes you like something snaps in your mind and you just go and insta buy like a bunch of copies of it, as many as you can find. That's what I did with this book. Someone posted about it on Instagram. One of the people that I follow and that follows me, I forget his name. He posted about it and he added this sick, like really nice art from it's sort of like a teaser for the What If TV show. What's going on, No Hollow? How's it going? Good to see you. And for whatever reason, it made me think, oh my God, this What If comic is going to be featured on the TV show. I don't know if that's true or not. It just immediately, you know, it's a book that I've never had. I've never owned it, and I've always meant to buy it. and it just like triggered something in me. Like I have to get this right now. Don't want to miss out. So I think I got like 3 copies, and that was one of them. So long story short, I'm glad to have that book. I am a collector of What If, and I also recently got a What If #1 back from CGC in a 9.6, so I'm pretty psyched on that as well. I think it's a newsstand. All right, moving right along. I'm like, these packages are falling on me. All right, let's open up another package as I get organized here. This one came today, I think, from Drew in Oceanside, New York. Drew in Oceanside, New York. Thanks for joining, guys, for the Tuesday mail call, middle of the day. You know, got to open the stuff anyway, so I might as well hang out with you guys while I do it. Preparing for Thursday's auction number 51, and I plan to have a lot of cool stuff, some of which will be in these packages I'm unboxing. Not all of it will be for sale, but some of it will. Okay, so I think I know what this one is. I have been filling sets of the Alex Ross Timeless variant run. You know, I've tended to buy like at least 1 copy of each cover. And so I had almost filled out the run maybe once or twice over, but I was missing a couple covers. I was missing the Captain America and I was missing the Hulk. Those were the 2 I was missing out of the 32 book set. And then, of course, there are the ones that are, you know, the pricier ones, like the Spider-Man's getting up in value, obviously the Silver Surfer, the Wolverine to some extent. The ones that are more key anyway, you know, tend to go for a little more. And I think the Spidey is just super iconic. So whether that's a key or not, I think it's just trending up in price a little bit. So I just wanted to, you know, fill the holes in my sets, and I even bought a complete set from a seller on, I think, Etsy or something. I found it, and it was a good price. So considering how some of these books are going up in value sort of disproportionately, like that Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer is my favorite hero, so like that's one I want to keep in the PC regardless. So I'm sort of stocking up on that one so that I can keep one, maybe grade at 9.8. But to me, like buying a complete set sort of around cover price is a really good deal because so many of these are starting to trend up in value. So yes, sure enough, here they are. They're kind of like he packaged them together in you know, these sort of bundles. So I don't know, should I go through all of these? I have 3 people watching right now. Anybody have a preference? You guys want to see what's in these packages, or sort of is this enough for the sake of the? Do you want to move along to other things, or would you like to see all these books? I'll start opening the next package while you guys, my loyal viewers, decide what you'd like to see. Wow, this box got a beating. This is from Jason in Maryland, and check out what happened to this box. Ouch. Clean through. It looks like it might have missed the vital organs. It might be just a flesh wound. We'll see. Anybody in the chat want to let me know if you want to see those Alex Rosses? Or if you want to leave it alone. Okay, well, at least it seemed to have. So this person, just FYI, whoever this is, Jason, they gave some good packaging horizontally, but not vertically. So if they had filled out their package, their medium flat rate or whatever, if they'd filled it out top-wise, then it wouldn't have been punctured like that, and it wouldn't be shaking around. You shouldn't have your comics moving at all in the package that you send them in. They should be nice and tight. Not too tight. Jet Boy, any more Star Wars this week? Well, glad you asked. I mean, the mother of all Star Wars keys, the Clone Wars variant, the Filoni variant, is going up for sale near mint raw at the start of my Thursday auction. So I was going to have it be separate, but for various reasons, I want more time to kind of clean it up and make it as presentable as possible. And so I want to do it. Ooh, yes. I want to do it at the start of my auction on Thursday night. So this Thursday, which will be the 3rd, I will be starting the auction with a Clone Wars variant, first appearance of Ahsoka Tano, limited to 1,000 copies, near mint, and it's going to start at $1,250, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, that is the major Star Wars thing for this week, Grant, and we should have some other Star Wars as well, but that's the big one that I can think of. It's been on my mind. I struggled with that epic Ahsoka introduction in the last Mandalorian episode. I really struggled with the question of whether or not... Oh, I forgot to play music, sorry. I struggled with the question of whether or not to sell it or to grade it and hold it for a while. And I just decided, I'm more of a seller these days than I am a collector, just out of necessity. I would love to keep all of the books that I get, but I have to sell stuff while it's hot, I think it's likely it'll get hotter in the future. She's going to have her own series probably, and Rosario Dawson was just brilliant in the role, and I think it's such a cool character. But I'm not like the most diehard of diehard Star Wars fans, and I can let it go to someone who will appreciate it more. So here's a book. Shout out to Adult Kid Toys, Richard, for getting me onto this book. I snagged a 9.8 in a Spider-Gwen 25 second printing. ASM 316 homage. I think this book has a lot of room to grow. I got it for a really good deal. And it's just such a cool cover. It's a second printing. I hate lenticular covers, and this book came out in a lenticular version, which just ruins it for me. It's like, I get it, you're doing an homage, but we don't need to see both covers that you're homaging. You know what I mean? The lenticular goes back and forth from this one to the actual 316 cover. It just sort of seems overly gimmicky, and I don't like how you can't really enjoy either image. It's like, I don't know. It just seems wrong to put an old cover that you're homaging onto a new cover, unless it's like a facsimile or a a dollar comic or whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe later in the hour we'll come back to this to show off these issues. I just want to move it along just for entertainment purposes. From Trevor in Madison Heights, Michigan. Let's see what we got here. I keep using this X-Acto knife. Not ideal, but it does the job pretty well. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? What is going on, and what are you most excited about this new comic book day? Let's chat, guys. I will remind everybody that we have on Instagram a 3,000 subscriber giveaway still in effect. It's not too late to enter the giveaway. If you like and subscribe on my on my Instagram page, you will be entered in to the raffle to win this book, the ASM 375 9.8. This book is still to be given away to a lucky winner, somebody who likes and subscribes on Instagram and then follows that link over to YouTube. You get 2 entrances. So 2 entries, rather. Okay, like I said, I bought up every copy I could find. And here's another copy of What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher. Just such a lovely cover. #1. And that seller also had a newsstand Web of Spider-Man for a good price. So I combined, always looking to combine shipping when I buy from online sellers, because as a reseller, you know, whether you're reselling or not, you're saving money basically if you're able to combine shipping, get another good deal in. I always try, if I can, to do that. Okay, that was pretty cool. Here comes one from IG Comics Store. Now, I think I know what this is. Along the very same theme, I also scouted these guys out. And this is a tip for you guys if you're interested in this title like I am. I don't know if they're still available, but this is a variant of that issue. I think it's from 2018 or so. So it's been around a couple of years, but I don't think that the seller ever sold out of the variant. So this is the store exclusive variant of that book by Joe Jusco. Okay. And they still had copies for sale. So I bought a few. Here is interesting. Like, this is a freebie that they gave me, which is interesting. Not sure what's up with this. This looks like a preview version of the same comic. What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher? So this could be interesting. Looks like it needs a press, but that could be interesting. I don't know what that's worth, but I'm interested. I'm interested to find out. Any kind of unusual variants are always fun. All right, so here's some shrink wrap. We're going to get through here. Anybody who's bought from me knows that I am a fan of the shrink wrap. Nahala says, dude, I remember I found Web of Spider-Man as a kid. You still have it? That's dope, dude. That's dope. That's such a cool cover. I remember as a kid, I don't think I ever had it as a kid. It seemed like, you know, totally unattainable. You know, I feel like it probably was like a $20 book even then, you know, but I don't know. For some reason, as a kid, I didn't get to buy that many back issues. I remember buying ASM 361 as a back issue, which I then still had in my collection when I unearthed it a couple of years ago. I still had that copy. Man, so I like shrink wrap, but this is a little much. I don't think it's necessary to go around several pieces of cardboard like that. But here it is. Just think with, you know, when you get into more layers of protection, sometimes it can sort of defeat the purpose if you're going to damage the book trying to get it out of the protection. But, you know, it's just a personal preference. Let me take out the scissors for this. We need a different tool going on here. This is too cumbersome. But yeah, I think, you know, so I remember getting the ASM 361 for, I think, $10. Maybe it was 12, maybe it was 7, maybe it was 15, I don't know, but it was definitely 15 or under. And that felt like a big deal. It felt like, man, I hope that this is worth the money, because I don't know, you know, I don't know how I was getting my money as a kid. You know, like, it wasn't plentiful. I probably had an allowance, or I remember I did a paper route for a while, but yeah, back issues just seemed kind of unattainable. Like, I guess I just had sort of a budget, probably if my parents were taking me to the comic store, they're probably giving me a small budget for new comics, and I'd pick up those, you know, those Image #1s and those, you know, all those hot books of the day, Valiant books and all that stuff. That's how I spent all my money back then. Rarely on back issues. The other back issue I remember loving that I remember like convincing my dad to let me buy was the Daredevil and Punisher issue. What's that one where Punisher's shooting Daredevil through the stomach? Can't remember the issue number, but that was one of my favorite back issues that I was able to buy at the time. All right, we finally got through the shrink wrap, and here we have 3 copies of What If the Peter Parker Became the Punisher, the Joe Jusco IG Comic Store exclusive variant. So this is a pretty limited book, guys. You might want to check out if you're interested in this book. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. Maybe I'll sell 1 copy, depending, especially if the IG Comic Store is sold out. I imagine the price of this will go up. So I'm probably going to sit on my copies till that is the case. But if that is not the case, I recommend you guys go to IG Comic Store and buy them up. Let's sell them out, because this is a really cool variant that I'm really surprised they still had available when I bought it. So definitely give that a look online. So this is awesome. I now own 2 copies of the regular and 3 copies of the variant of this, and I'm very happy about that. Jetboy Nohala says, what did you think of the mini controversy about the length of Ahsoka's tails? You mean like her headdress? Story sounds like mine when I was a child. Missed so many back then. Now buying them all. Exactly. That's the thing. We missed them then. Trying to not miss them now. Now that we can afford it, but hopefully we can afford it. Some of them are completely out of range. But some stuff, you know, like, you know, some favorites, you know, like Spawn #1, Infinity Gauntlet #1, like Web of Spider-Man #1. Those are still $20 books, you know? And those are the kind of books that I just buy whenever I find them for that price, because, you know, it's just the nostalgia factor and the undervalued factor. You know, people, obviously they're all heavily printed books. Punisher #1, I pick that up all the time. You know, they're undervalued until they're not. You know what I mean? They're not going to be undervalued forever. I think Spawn 1 is trending up 25 or 30 probably. Forgot to mention where this was from, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I don't know about the Ahsoka's tails thing. I'm not a purist by any means when it comes to Ahsoka. I'm relatively new to, you know, that side of Star Wars lore. I thought she looked amazing. I did sort of, before the episode came out, and because I am a recent proud owner of Clone Wars 1, I did a little research, just sort of like Google, what are the key episodes of Clone Wars for Ahsoka Tano and stuff like that. So I did a little bit of like, you know, reading up and watching some of her key story points, just to kind of like educate myself and kind of enjoy that world a little more before that episode of The Mandalorian. So that's really the extent of my experience with her, like just sort of dabbling. But she's definitely a cool character. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Kanto, and also I set your Google Home off just now, Zach said. How did I do that? I'm like a ghost in the machine over there. I'm a big fan of Kanto, and also a big fan of speculation of Kanto. And this is one, the Hollow Men #2. This is a variant of this issue that I did not have. And I think it's very low print. I think this book, you know, if you believe in Kanto, I believe that #2, Kanto 2, Hollow Men 1 is a good key to pick up in any variant, because, or any variety, because it's the first appearance of it. I think his world kind of expands in this issue, and there's a lot of first appearances in here. So I like this book a lot, and I picked up a couple copies, so hopefully I can keep one and sell one eventually. Maybe grade one. I said, hey, Google. That's hilarious. Sorry about that, Google. False alarm. So Patrick from Connecticut. We're going to open his package now. Patrick from Connecticut. That's not the Ghost in the Machine that I was thinking about in a hollow. I like the police, but I was thinking more about the anime. Oh no, that's Ghost in the Shell. I was thinking about the movie Ghost in the Machine, which they probably got that. Now that I'm thinking about it, they probably got that from the police, didn't they? That would make sense. Man, these mail calls are heavy duty, guys. All right, this comic, let's see how it survived. This was not a great packing job. Not a great packing job. Floating around in this cardboard sandwich. Hey, we got a couple Darkhawks on our hands. A couple Darkhawk newsstands. I was wondering when these would get here. So this is a pretty cool online seller. He was pretty honest. He sort of originally sold them to me as near mint, and then he was like, hey, you know what? They had some staple tears. And you know what? I think it probably did suffer some damage in transit too. So he basically said, you know, once I got the books, we would talk about maybe the partial discount or something. So we already went through that. So I'm definitely going to take him up on that because the packaging wasn't that great. And there are definitely a fair amount of defects on these. But it is cool to have newsstands. Obviously, hot book right now. As funny as that is for many collectors that Darkhawk is a hot book. It's true. It is. It's all fun and games until something gets optioned. Then, not that it's been optioned. I believe it's only like its like publicity rights have been freed up or something like that. So this was a media mail sent package from Novocaine Entertainment in New Jersey. Not a big fan of media mail, but glad it got here safely. Let's see what we got in this guy. Man, X-Acto blades are the best. They're a little bit like they're kind of too sharp for some things. Like they're kind of making me nervous with the comics because you can cut through things like butter. So I don't want to get too overzealous with it, but it is very impressive what an X-Acto knife can do. Okay. Let's cut through this here. Oh, yeah. Like butter. Cuts through like butter. Chowder. Say it right. What's going on, ME Comics? How's it going, my friend? So is No Hollow 7, is that like No Hollow, like Mahalo? Are you from Hawaii, or is it like No Halo, like the game Halo? Or not, or none of the above? What's your IG handle, No Hollow? Man, with this X-Acto knife, I could slice right through this book, whatever it is. I don't want to jinx myself. Oh, so speaking of that surfer, Alex Ross. Oh man, it's got damage. But here's a copy. I just bought this straight up because this is going to be one of the more scarce ones in terms of filling sets, and also in terms of just like wanting to have more copies of this than any of the others. It's weird with a 32 book run or 32 book set. Like, you know, it's kind of like you've got to, as a seller and collector, you've got to kind of like stock up on certain titles more than others. And this one's just going to be the hardest one to stock up on because it's the only one that's going for 15, 20 bucks out of the whole set. So I have to bite the bullet and just buy, you know, I have to pay market value for that one. I'm not finding any deals, but it is the one I want most. It's the one that most people want most. So got to fork it up so I can fill those sets. I think I'm sitting on 3 full sets now of the Alex Ross 32 book timeless set. So here we're getting down to it, guys. This isn't so bad. We're making progress. Timeless covers are definitely dope. Definitely dope, ME Comics. So this one is DS Comics from Toronto. We got something from Toronto, guys. Canada. Let's see what we got. DS is the IG seller. Man, Toronto mail takes forever for Canadian mail to get here and vice versa, I'm sure. I feel like I bought this stuff from him quite some time ago. No shade to DS. I just didn't realize he was Canadian? If this is the DS I'm thinking of. Imagine a full sketch set. Damn, I know, Zach. Did each of those covers get a sketch variant? Or was it just a select few? He wanted to put the Defender set together, but ended up buying a bunch of titles you're not even reading. Yeah, I can completely relate to that for sure. I just realized I was supposed to start this on StreamYard so I could like highlight people's comments and stuff. I forgot that that's what I was using. So sorry, guys. Next one is going to be all fancy. I don't think this is from DS. This is probably like an online seller. I don't think this is DS from our Instagram circles. I think this is something else. DS isn't Canadian. I don't think. I think this was a Facebook seller maybe, or an Instagram or an eBay seller. It's really hard to remember, guys. It's hard to keep all this stuff straight. Hard to just open the mail, let alone keep tabs on everything. You know what I mean? Most did. Damn. Yeah, those. I didn't even try, Zach, to get those sketch covers because I was just like, it's already enough. You know, it's so much cash to put out there just to acquire one set of 32 books at cover price. What is that? $4, and some of them are $5 or $6 books too. So just say they're $4 times 32 is 132 bucks for one full set. If they're $4, right? So it gets pricey, no question about it. Definitely gets pricey. You want Black Bolt? Oh, nice, dude. You don't trust eBay? You want the Black Bolt sketch variant? That one was a key as well, I believe. The FF25 had a first appearance, did it not? I love the ones that also have key value because they tend to pop off a little bit more on their own. Okay, let's see what we got here, guys. A lot of weird like tape going on here. This seems unnecessary to me. For my money, I don't need 8 little pieces of tape. But I appreciate the effort. All right, so after this one, guys, I actually have 3 more packages, if you can believe it. But they're all from the same person, and they are all to be sold. So the next 3 packages I open are actually consignment packages. So that is, you know, whereas all this other stuff is kind of my own personal, either personal collection or speculation, not necessarily immediate sale stuff. The next 3 packages I open will be explicitly for sale and likely to be included in this week's auction. So I don't know what's in there. He always likes to surprise me with what he sends. So we shall see. All right. So you guys let me know what you think about these pickups. I really love this lot of books because a lot of them are just like cool covers and variants that I wasn't aware of before, and I got them for really good prices. So Wolverine, the best there is. I think that's a Delato. Just a dope Wolverine cover. These are all ones that honestly I'll probably like pre-screen. You know, I'll look at them for 9/8 potential. Not all of them, but like that one, for example. If it's a 9/8 shot, I'll probably submit it. DC Comics Presents number 49, Superman Shazam. I got that for a good price. Black Bolt key. No, sorry, Black Adam key. Black Adam. We were talking Black Bolt before. Gotham Academy number 1. Some nice spec on that one. Didn't have that before. Thank you for the 6 people watching. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you don't mind, and subscribe if you would. Silk number 3, J. Scott Campbell with the nice Black Cat cover. Very nice. Okay, now this one. Who did this cover? This looks like a Bartel, but I don't see his signature. I love this cover, guys. Invincible Iron Man 2 variant. Sick Riri cover. So good. So good. The colors look like Bartel. I've got Bartel on the brain. I recently made a deal with my LCS to acquire a bunch of the Bartel variant of the Batman Catwoman. Is it Batman Catwoman? That's coming out this week. I acquired many copies of the Jen Bartel variant for that, so I'm really psyched about that. To be able to offer those to you guys whenever I get a hand. I should have them actually in hand for Thursday, as a matter of fact. Nohalo, hey Matt, are you familiar with the mid-90s Marvel Flair trading card run? I am familiar. I think I actually have a fair amount of those. Nohalo, I've got to find them. I haven't been able to find them since the move, but I do have a bunch of those from childhood. Do I still have a copy of Tales of the Zombie? You mean the magazine size? Yeah, DM me about it. Unfortunately, I think I sold all of my magazines. I don't think I have that anymore, sadly. This is a cool Venom cover I don't think I've ever had, and it's a tough black cover. This particular seller had a lot of really high-grade stuff, so I felt like, you know, buying these sort of tough black modern variants from him seemed like a good bet, because it seemed like he had high-quality stock and good prices, and I might luck out. And, you know, like I said, I like to combine purchases when I find good sellers online. And it seemed like some of these books would have a shot at 9/8. So this is another cool silk cover, number 2 variant. Bagley. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, so that completes my haul. I'm going to show you these Alex Rosses just to sort of remind myself what I got from this seller as well, before we get into the consignment stuff. I'm also going to show you the gold label peach Momokos that came back for other customers. So I got a beast. Let's see, these are not bagged and boarded, so got to be careful here with how I handle them. Putting them in the box and whatnot. I got a storm. So this was, oh yeah, and I forgot I got these from the seller too. I'm a huge Silver Surfer fan. I'm also a huge Drake fan. So I never had these hip hop variants, but I wanted to grab a few copies from this seller. So I got, looks like I got one baby variant, Baby Surfer, and I got 3 of the regular Drake covers. I'm glad I opened these. I forgot that I got different stuff from this guy. Wish he'd bagged and boarded them, but it looks like they probably fared okay, all things considered. So there's the set here. Well, they look at each other like this. Love that. Okay, what else did I get from this guy? Okay, got obviously a Black Widow. Here's the Captain America I was missing. So because I didn't have any cap, I got 2 of those to fill out 2 sets. I got a couple Black Panthers because I only had 1, and you know, love to have an extra Black Panther, so I bought 2 of those. Or was it? Yeah, there's 2 of those. And I needed to have more Ghost Rider too, so I bought 2 of these. I only had 1 of those. So again, I'm sort of trying to fill out, I'm trying to get like 3+ sets. So at least 3 copies of each one so that I can see what happens if I want to like sell an entire set in an auction or list it on eBay or whatever. And I'd love to keep 1 full set for myself and then have a couple extras of the additionally hot ones. Have I ever seen comic-sized flare prints floating around? I have a Wolverine and the Thing prints that I got at a con back in the 90s. I did not know that the flare cards were available in comic-sized print. That's pretty dope. Got an Iron Man here. I only had 1 copy of that before. Here are my Hulks I was missing. There's 1. What's up, Jay? How's it going, Jay? Nay. There's 2. So now I have 2 full sets with those Hulks. And then the Spideys, I was selling a lot of these. These were kind of hot sellers. I bought a lot, but I sold a lot too, so I needed to re-up on those. There's a couple more of those. And I needed to re-up on the Wolverine, even though this one was a little bit pricier. You know, a little bit above cover, but I needed to re-up on those, like I said. So that's everything I got from the Timeless seller. I just basically added on those Silver Surfer Drake covers, which I love. Okay, now now I'm going to show off those gold label CGCs that came back. And you know, if anyone's watching who submitted, you know, this is a spoiler alert for the grades on these 4 books. For the buyers who, you know, had me submit these for them, spoiler alert, you are going to find out your grades right now, okay? So this one is going to go to Vin Cynical. He's got another one coming that was pressed by CCS. Thank you for the likes, guys. I've got 6 watching, 3 likes. Appreciate it, guys. So this one's going to Vin Cynical. This is one of his 2 books, came back from the Momoko signing. And this one this is the Wind sketch, the Wind 1 in 25, I believe. Or maybe this is the store exclusive variant on Wind, I believe it is. Momoko variant cover. This got a 9.8. Gold label for Vin. So he's waiting on 1 more coming back from CCS. I'm waiting for 2 of my own coming back from CCS as well. CCS being the proprietary pressing service of CGC. Here is one for Island Blue. Island Blue got this sketch version, and here's the signature. It's beautiful, and he got a 9.8. Congrats, Island. These came yesterday. This one goes to Adventurous Raven. These last two go to Adventurous Raven. He got a Horizon Zero Dawn #1 signed. Nice signature right over here. When I coordinated this with these guys, I asked them where on the book they wanted the signature. I prepared the window bags for them, and I submitted for them. So that was part of the service I was offering. And these were all natural 9/8 candidates, no pressing, no cleaning required. And I helped these guys, you know, determine whether they were going to press them or not. So I'm proud to say this also got a 9/8. And last but not least, for Adventurous Raven, he got a Momoko Batman Adventures #2, also 9.8. So all 4 of the books that I submitted for the Momoko signing on behalf of customers that were not pressed and not in need of pressing all got 9/8 for those guys. So congratulations, guys. I feel a little proud to be able to spot those and assure you guys that you had good shots at 9/8. So congrats on that. And congrats to me for not messing up your submission. It's, you know, there's nothing worse than, you know, expecting something different from, yeah, I do submit books for people, Brian. Yeah, I do. Not always, but if there's an opportunity, you know, a private signing, let's say I sell a 3 Jokers and you want me to submit it to the John signing or the John's Fabic Anderson signing, I can do that. You know what I mean? Like, no problem. I'll charge a nominal fee for just my time of prepping the window bag and so forth, maybe $10 for the whole thing. But that is something I'm definitely willing to do. Now this is stuff. Yeah. So what I was saying was there's nothing worse than, you know, just going through the whole waiting period and all the fees and everything involved with submitting to a private signing or whatever, and then not getting the grade you want is kind of a bummer. And I don't believe I've ever promised. Obviously, I never promise a grade, but I have a pretty good track record for getting people's expectations in the right place when it comes to grades they can expect. So I'm happy that that those guys all got 9/8. All right, so these books, guys, these last ones are books from my pal, my anonymous pal. Many of you probably know him on Instagram, but you know, I only take consignments from a couple of people, and I keep them anonymous. Just, I guess, there's no real reason for secrecy. It's just a matter of, like, you know, they might be in the auction, and obviously they'll never bid on their own books, but you know, it might be a little awkward if it's like, hey, it's this guy's books, and then, you know what I mean? It's just, don't want there to be a conflict of interest or anything. So, this is from a IG pal, and he sent 3 boxes. So I don't know why they needed to come in three different packages, but shout out to my friend who sent these books. These ones apparently are all freebies. So these are books he's donating to me as freebies. Am I right? Yes, these are all going to be freebies. So shout out to this homeboy. I wish I could say his name, but here are freebies for, I guess he's gifting me this one, which is really sweet. Thank you so much. I did not have this book, so he's designating this one as a gift to me. I'm going to hold on to that one. And then these are freebies for you guys for the next auction. Nice Bitterroot. I have many copies of this, actually, because I love prints and I love this homage cover and I love Bitterroot. So this is going to be a freebie in an upcoming auction. Here's a freebie. The Flash #6 freebie. So that's a nice little stack of freebies. Thank you so much for that sort of A-OK from my buddy who I sell some books for on occasion. My other buddy, I sell more books. I sell more of his books. Is more local to me. Like we do like weekly handoffs sometimes. This is the only one that actually ships me stuff to sell at auction. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got about a dozen books here. These are auction books. First time I'm seeing these. So we're gonna find out together what we are selling for my pal. For my Instagram pal. We've got a Momoko Star Wars. Number 311 of 1500. Beautiful Darth Vader cover. That's always popular. Thank you very much. Let me make a little divider here. I use these like cardboard things from Gemini shipping as like my dividers in my short boxes. They come in handy. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, here is a ASM 113. First appearance of Hammerhead. Nothing is falling over. Here is a Superman 25, 125 design variant. First appearance of, I forget his name, Sinmar. Sinmar, there he is. ASM 208. ASM 172. ASM 117. ASM 78, some Prowler action there. Getting into under 100 territory. 116, 98, and then we have a Spawn, Chadwick Boseman. Cool, very cool. I always love to have Spidey to sell. So, and because I collect Spidey, sometimes it's hard to find Spidey to sell. So that's always good. All right, now here is a bigger box. This is the last box of the day, guys. I'm nearing an hour, so thank you guys for watching. Everybody who's here. I'm going to show the last contents of the last package, and this is also from the same from my same friend, consigner seller friend, who I will be selling a lot of his books at this week's auction and perhaps the next week's. So this is a lot of raw books here, which will mostly or all be available for sale. Oh, man. Now, the only caveat, guys, is if I find something in here that I want to buy from him. So that is the caveat. If I want to make a deal with him, I say that as soon as I see something is killing the children here. I'm like, not so fast. I might want to buy this. But, you know. Depends. I don't have this one, though. This is Something is Killing the Children 11. This is the Ken Lashley. Probably a store exclusive, unless that was an incentive. I want to say that's a store exclusive, but that's just a dope. That's a dope Eric Slaughter cover. So yeah, that's something I might make a move on, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave it for you guys to enjoy. Batman 102, there's some Ghostmaker action there, 1 in 25. Dark Multiverse Batman Hush. Thor number 7. What am I jamming to, Nahalo? Always jamming to King Tubby. That King Tubby is my man. He is a classic dub reggae DJ from the 70s and 80s, and yeah, he's just always got the right vibe for me. So I'm just always rocking King Tubby, and I used to rock like King Tubby vinyl when I had my vinyl set up in my old place. Eventually I'll have that back, but for now I'm just doing a Spotify shuffle for King Tubby. All right, here's the 1 in 25 Nick Klein Thor number 9. I did not get a copy of that myself. But that's a really cool one. Here is a Thor 9 cover A. Here is a Greg Horn Venom 25 with a COA. Pretty cool. Here is a Venom 25 sketch variant that looks like a Retailer Summit black and white variant on Venom 25. Pretty cool. Ooh, this is one I really like. 25 second print, 1 in 25 wraparound. Looks like it's maybe near mint minus. That's pretty cool. I love that book. Something is Killing number 10. Thor number 4. Sweet, Nahalo. Good idea, dude. Good idea. Thor number 4, second print. Here's a Thor number 5, first print. Recently back on the spec deck on Key Collector because Kate's is tweeting out Black Winter stuff. So maybe Black Winter comes back in the King in Black. Maybe not. We'll see. That's cool to have a first print cover A of Thor 5. You know, I haven't seen a cover B on Thor 5 in a while. Remember that zombie variant? That was cool. This is Thor number 5, second printing. Also cool. That's kind of from a big splash page, interior art. All the villains on there. Here is a Thor 6 cover A. And a Thor 6 cover B. We have a Thor number 4. First cameo Black Winter. Here is a Virgin Scon Black Winter, one of my favorite covers of the year. And this one is also cool. This one is Mercado. Mercado, that's one that I skipped. I did not go for this one. Miguel Mercado, Thor 6 Virgin. I did not ever have a copy of that. That's a cool Virgin. Thor 8. Detective 1029, first mirror. Taskmaster 1. Catwoman number 26, that's a first appearance. Hotline Miami number 1. Bounty Hunters number 5. Joker Warzone number 1. Savage Avengers number 1. This is this is Empire Savage Avengers. Empire Savage Avengers. All right. Batman Joker Warzone number 1 B cover. Vader's Castle, Star Wars Adventure Shadow of Vader's Castle one shot. That's a cool cover. Francavilla. All right, all right. Venom 29, cover A Stegman. Darth Vader 6 with the Inhyuk Lee. Cover A, first cameo appearance of Ochi. Ochi Sith. Another copy. Wow, okay. 2 more copies. 3 of these. Nice. This one is Savage Avengers 10. About a little more than halfway through here. Gideon Falls 26. I'm reading that series right now. Great series. Or I'm starting to read it. I know I'm not even close to the... Whoa! Oh my goodness. Couple of surprises in here, guys. This is a big book. Pretty big book here. Not this one. This is ASM 50. You guys ready for the big one? Yike-a-rooney. I'm looking at it like, is this a real deal here? I think this is a real deal. ASM 101. He has it in a 4.0 to 4.5. I'll double check the grade. That's a cool book. Can put that up this week, no problem. So look out for that one on Thursday, guys. That one's gonna be a beast. Beautiful. Looks nice. First appearance of Morbius. I've never had that one in the PC. Ice Cream Man. That's one. It's like, I can't afford to hold on to books like that for PC. So I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. Just gonna sell it. Ice Cream Man number 21. Cover B. Love that. We have a Venom 30. It's so funny because it's like most of this stuff is like, well, a lot of this stuff is kind of recent, you know, recent New Comic Book Day stuff, and then it's like, oh, that's a major key, major Spidey key alert. Something's Killing 12, 1 in 25. I already sent my copy of this off to be graded, so awesome to have another copy, Momoko 1 in 25, to offer up to you guys. Looks really nice. Venom 30. You get out, Nalo. Still going, man. Still going. Batman 103. Okay, we got some Ochi Sith action here. Darth Vader 6, second print. 2 copies. We have a We Live number 1. That is first print. That's a pretty hot book. Zach says, I have a ton of Ice Cream Men. I'll DM you. I got it cheap, so I'm trying to get to another seller. Hell yeah, Zach. That's what I love to hear. I'm especially personally interested in an issue 1 first printing if you're trying to move that. But yeah, all of that stuff is great for me to have as a reseller for sure. Everybody's looking for Ice Cream Man, so that's dope, dude. Something's Killing 9. Sorry, that was Star Wars 6 with the yellow saber. Champions Outlawed 1. Second print of that is on fire right now. I think I have 1 copy of that. Death Metal 4. Okay, here is a Captain Marvel The End number 1, Momoko. That book's heated up again. Here is a second print 3 Jokers 1. Getting towards the end. Let's get this out of the box here. All right, last but not least. Let's try to save something fun for the end. Some Momoko goodness. Okay, this one maybe will be the last one. So we have John Walker, U.S. Agent number 1. Batman 102, first full Ghostmaker. Vader's Castle, this is Retailer Incentive. 1 in 10 Francavilla. Francavilla is the Something Is Killing artist, is it not? Hot artist right now. Couple copies of the Momoko Detective comics. Momoko Detective, we have the Trade and we have the Virgin. That's pretty cool. It's also one that I did not get. I haven't been ordering as heavy on store exclusives lately. Just a little burned out on it financially, just trying to sort of recoup costs and whatnot on, sometimes they take a long time to show up in the mail and whatnot. Here's a Virgin variant on Something Is Killing number 11. So that's it, guys. That fills a short box between the stuff that I got of my own personal mail call and the stuff that my friends sent me to sell. That is almost a full short box, guys. So that is a lot to work with. And then I've got my other friend, the local friend who gives me books every week. He's also giving me, I think, a short box this week. So I have a lot of ammo to work with this coming week. It's just going to be a matter of paring it down and getting you guys the best of the best. Just for a few more minutes, I'm going to show off a couple more books I've got in recent mail calls. Not today, but recently. One sec. This is kind of an unboxing because I was leaving. I was in such a hurry to leave for Thanksgiving. I didn't even get a chance to finish unboxing this one. I was like, I saw what it was through the bubble wrap, and I was like, okay, I get it. Gotta go. It is a Dr. Aphra first appearance in a 9.6. So glad to have that. I think I'm gonna hold that for a bit. Okay, now over here, see, I have another whole short box of stuff that I've gotten recently in the mail. Let me see if I can get you some highlights. Okay, so I picked up Department of Truth stuff. Hold on, let me get a divider here. Some Department of Truth. Man, I've got to go through so much stuff. I have to grade all this stuff, make sure everything's ready for you guys on Thursday. A couple of Department of Truth variants for number 2. This is the 1 in 10, and this is the 1 in 25. As many of you know, I'm picking up as many of these as I can. I'm trying to grade some too. Caroline, you have Ice Cream Man? Got it in late, so I was looking for earlier issues. Nice, Caroline. 4 through 14, multiples on most. That's dope. That's great, Zach. Whenever you see death metal, you assume Cannibal Corpse came out with a comic book. That's probably that's a good assumption. So here's a couple. Speaking of Cannibal Corpse, what else did I get recently? Oh man, here were a couple things that my buddy tried to sell through my auction that I was like, nope, keeping for myself. I bought this one from him because I don't have that one, and I just wanted it for the PC, the Spawn 300 with the green 300s. I just love that color on that book. Just something about it, man. And I think it's a pretty rare third print, so had to keep that one. I'm really getting hype on Jen Bartel right now, so I had to keep this 1 in 50 of her Storm cover for Marvel 1000. Just had to keep that. Just the colors and the art is just so dope. Had to keep it. So those are just a couple pickups I got. Here's some more pickups. The negative Spider-Man variant. Probably put that up this week. What else? What else? This is a good one. First appearance of Deathstroke in a newsstand. This is one I might press and grade. Let's see. I got a Spawn 9. I got a New Mutants 14. I got a Court of Owls here. Sorry, I'm not even showing them now. I'm just telling you. Okay, got a. This is just a speed round. First Nebula, just kind of some cheap sort of minor key pickups. I think have a lot of room to grow. This is a pretty major key. First silent issue here. Big spec key. First, I always forget his name. The dude, Spidey's best friend turning into Hobgoblin, Ned Leeds. In a newsstand. That's ASM 257. I'm stockpiling those right now. What else? What else? Got some Joker Jesus variants here. What else? I'm sort of refreshing my own memory here because I got so much stuff recently that I got to go through and grade and price and all that jazz. Just looking for stuff that's worth showing you guys. Here, I picked up a few copies of this from Southern Comic Geek. Shout out Southern Comic Geek, icon number 1. Got a few copies of those. Maybe I'll let one go this week. Got here a Mr. Sinister. X-Men 221. I got here a Momoko Vader Virgin. I got here a Strange Academy 1 cover A. A lot of good stuff. Ooh, I picked up a Darkwing Duck newsstand. Huge book here. Batman 357. High grade. Probably going to grade that one. I believe I got that from Spicy D. I think Spicy Deluxe. I got a couple copies of Hagar the Horrible because it's a cool pickup and it's apparently going to be made into a series soon. I got here a signed Savage Dragon #1 newsstand. Signed newsstand. I got to check the grade on that. Maybe send it to CBCS. I got here a second print Batman 423. All right. Now don't freak out, guys. Oh, never mind. I don't have it here. Couple of Turtles Adventures. Here's a 252 newsstand. And here's another one. Spawn 1. Secret Wars 1. Hulk 1. These are pickups a while ago from Rage Theo. Thank you, Rage. So we're going back a ways here because it was a while ago that I picked these up from one of his auctions. Picked up one of these bad boys. I am insatiable for this book, you guys. I really wanted a high grade. Thinking about buying a 9.6 or something. I just love it. What can I say? I'm just trying to get as many copies as I can. It's kind of silly. Now here's some spec. I'm speccing on this book, FF245, because it's the first. It's a what's it called? What's the Annihilus key? FF Annual 6. Not Reed Richards, but Franklin Richards. It's a Franklin Richards key where I think it's the first time you see him as an adult or something like that. And I feel that this is going to heat up because they're doing a King in Black dollar reprint of this book or whatever. And otherwise, I think it's a pretty obscure minor key, but they're actually Spawn 300 is one of the best cover swipes ever. Yeah, dude. Seriously, it looks so good. So anyway, just keep an eye out on this one, guys. I picked up a few copies basically because, you know, I order books on FOC anyway. So I order books a few weeks in advance, and seeing this book in a reprint as a King in Black reprint made me feel that something's cooking for this character. They're reprinting it for a reason. So keep an eye out for FF245 if something starts to move on that. And that's about it. A couple other minor pickups. But yeah, those are my pickups from the last couple of weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. I'm going to sign off, guys. I've got a lot more to do today. I just wanted to open the mail and make a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this Thursday will be my regular auction on Instagram, 8 o'clock Eastern time this Thursday. Go over to Instagram, follow me. We're still doing this 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Look at the post that has this book in the image. Simply comment, tag people, do the, you know the drill. Just basically check out that post for instructions, and you can be entered to win not once, but twice. We will be pulling that once my Instagram page hits 3,000, which is taking a little bit longer than I hoped. But we will get there. We will get there. And thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing this video. I Can't wait to get up to that kind of a number on YouTube. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And remember, Clone Wars #1, the variant limited to 1,000 copies, will be sold first on Thursday night. You heard it here first. It will be Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern that book goes up first on Thursday night. So hope to see you guys then. If for no other reason, just get out some popcorn, watch the battle ensue over whoever bids on this bad boy. The bidding will start at $1,250 and will go up in $5 increments from there. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.